At BlueNile.com, you can find endless ways to make your moments sparkle. From classic and timeless jewelry gifts to creating the custom engagement ring of her dreams, all at prices you won't find at a traditional jeweler. And right now, you can save up to 40% on fine jewelry and 25% on engagement ring settings during the Blue Nile Anniversary Sale, going on now. Go to BlueNile.com to shop the Blue Nile Anniversary Sale and save up to 40%. That's BlueNile.com.
Turn me up, Harry! Woo!
Bounce, bounce, pass. Pass, kick, pass.
Oh.
Dunk it.
What?
Funk it.
Sure.
Serve it. Here. Work it. Jock it.
Hello!
We're about to get jocular.
Welcome to Jocular, the show where two best buds gossip about women's sports. And we have to say that it was in our contract that the two of us could never be allowed to do a show. Just the two of us.
Because we're too powerful.
Yep. And my name is Katie Kershaw, she, her.
My name is ER Fight Master, they, them. And today we decided, screw the rules. We've locked Tien out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing a duo show.
Yeah, even though nobody wants it, no one asked for it.
No one asked. No one, quote unquote, wants. And here we are doing it.
Yes.
Because life is about following your
dreams.
Harry is stoked about today. He says he feels extra safe now that Tien's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. This is gonna be good.
Oh, thank you, Harry.
Harry, I love the sound of your voice. Can you turn you up a little bit?
Sure.
Awesome.
Is this a
Thank
little
you.
better for you?
That's a little bit better. Can you turn me up?
Sure.
Thank you, Harry.
Okay, Harry, I probably shouldn't be saying this on the pod, but I have a friend who listens to the pod, and he was like, Harry's a vibe.
That's nice. That could go either way, but I like that.
Harry's a vibe.
Harry's a vibe. He was like, I think Harry and I could really, get along. Vibe.
Well, I'm happily married, but my wife and I are pretty pretty open to things like that. So if you want to put
Tell the audience one more time that you're straight, they will revolt against you.
Okay. No, I'm very gay.
Thank you.
Good.
And he means that in like a mean way.
Yeah. I mean it like what they used to call me in high school and stuff.
Yes.
Ah!
No,
No,
Katie,
I
come
was-
on, let him be honest.
I was very popular in school. Anyway, get back to the show.
What was
I
your
believe that.
superlative?
Most likely to host a talk show, and
Are
I
you
was
serious?
prom king.
What, Harry, what?
I don't know why everyone always reacts like that.
Because
That's huge news for anyone.
I think that we react like that because in real life you just seem so
Yeah.
bothered to be around other human beings.
I don't know. I think if you saw me in other situations than doing this
You
podcast,
mean like if you were with people you liked?
you might see a different side of
But
me.
you know that the entire high school was like, maybe if we give him prom king, he'll like us.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get on to the show.
Wait,
Nobody's
really
here
quick.
for me.
They are.
We are.
Your superlative?
I was funniest senior.
Oh, I was class clown.
Nice.
Nice.
Which I think for the schools, some schools don't let you say class clown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like a PC thing.
Wow. Maybe I shouldn't say that I'm class clown anymore.
It's a really fucked up thing to say, Katie. No.
It is.
Can you imagine? I'm like, you've been traumatized, Katie.
Fuck. Okay, let's do the show.
Wait,
What?
Katie, didn't we share another superlative? You got juiciest pussy.
Oh, I did.
Huh.
That's crazy. And they were like, Katie, we can't have you have two superlatives, but like there was like this whole like uproar.
Right, because you and I have the same story, because they were like, you can't have the same, you can't have two.
You can't have
You have
two.
to give one away.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'll give them both away. I don't need this.
Yeah.
And all of the other kids at school threatened to walk out.
It was a bit of a revolution. they call it the juice revolution in my school because everyone showed up and just dumped juice on the teachers.
Ours was called the Revolution. So, Harry?
Well, what's your question?
No, nothing. Just
Okay.
checking to make sure you
I'm
can
still
leave.
here. No, I'm still here.
Well, what's going on in the group chat?
What the hell's happening in the group chat, baby? I mean, I think one thing that's happening
Mm-hmm.
is the U.S. Open just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift hugged Brittany Mahomes, and there was a signature cocktail.
I want to talk about the rest of the U.S. Open, but first I do want to talk about that signature cocktail because nothing made my mouth water quite like the signature cocktail, other than the Revolution.
It truly sounds like we were reading an ad for the U.S. Open cocktail. But the name of it was actually our third superlative, Honey Deuce.
Yes, this is the Grey Goose Honey Deuce.
I'm sorry, can I have a Grey Goose Honey Deuce?
Well, funny you should say that, ER and Katie, because right here I happen to have a homemade version of the Honey Deuce.
Bring it to us, please.
Oh, allow me to bring it inside.
Thank you.
You're allowed in the room.
Why don't you read the ingredients while I bring it up?
Okay. The ingredients. It's a refreshing take on raspberry lemonade. It's got a honeydew melon garnish. Perfectly replicates tennis balls. Oh my god!
Harry, it's beautiful.
Oh, do you have one?
I don't have one.
Oh,
This is beautiful, Harry. Really moving.
you look so unwell.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I made this at home this morning. I didn't have a melon baller to make the little balls, so I had to buy a cookie scoop. So that's why they're so big.
They're cut in half.
They're cut in half, yeah, because it was too big. The melon was too small, so I had to make two halves and then cut them and join them on the skewer.
Join them on the skewer.
Yeah. But I think you'll find that it's otherwise. I didn't get Grey Goose, obviously. I just used whatever I had at home.
Obviously.
This really is the gayest thing you've ever heard.
You're welcome.
Well, that you could hear the thank you in there. Thank you.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
But I think the thing that's really killing me
Are you sad?
is that this is not a brand sponsorship. We were not sponsored by Grey Goose. We're just so gay and dumb that we love tiny details.
we got so excited about it last week. Like, what if we have the cocktail in here? It's like, I'll make it.
Yeah.
Being gay is so stupid.
Oh, but it's fun
Yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes it's fun.
Okay. Okay, the cocktail was created in 2007 by Great Goose Ambassador.
You don't have to read all the details of that.
I want to know where the ingredients are.
Oh no. 400,000 honey douches were sold during the 2023 US Open.
Generating more than 10.1 million in sales.
Why don't you describe what it looks like to the to
Oh,
the
okay.
audience?
It's a beautiful pale pink color. I'm sorry, but ER is gonna have to take a quick break. And then the melons that represent the tennis balls couldn't be larger. If they would just be a melon.
They're like ping pong ball size, I'd say.
They are massive. They're bigger than a ping pong.
They are way bigger than a ping pong. But should we take our first sip?
If you told me that you whittled a whole melon down, I'm so honored. Thank you.
No problem.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's exceptional. I want the honey douche every day for the rest of my life.
It's delicious. It's a little strong. It's good.
Yeah, and Tian isn't here, so you both have doubles.
Can I just say one of the melon balls just attacked me?
Yeah, when I put them in the glass, I realized that it was going to be difficult to drink.
Harry, I'm like legitimately, obviously moved to tears. Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
Oh shit.
Wow.
The price of the Honey Deuce has increased 4 times in 5 years. For inflation, no doubt. Now priced at $23, which
Oh my
includes a
God.
commemorative cup.
Not bad.
I mean, $23 includes the cup. Once again, we sound like a paid ad, but that does seem like a
Not
good deal.
bad.
No,
It
like
sounds
I
like
would
it's a
buy a
good deal.
$23 cup at the U.S. Open, like just to say that I've been.
Which we weren't there.
We weren't there. You know who was there? Taylor Swift and Kelsey.
And Kelsey.
No, because we shouldn't have to say Travis the whole. We should have to say Taylor Swift every time because I don't know, you just out of respect.
I think no one's gonna be like, do people just call her Taylor?
No, it can't be.
No, it's a Taylor Swift.
It's a Taylor Swift.
It's a Taylor Swift.
That's at least how the Italians are doing it.
Yeah.
Now this is after that drama.
Yes, of Brittany.
Fill me in.
Okay, no, you go ahead and do the drama, and then I'll fill you in with the drama.
The one that I saw, and I know everyone's gonna be like, it was debunked, but you know what? Whatever. It's me and Katie. When Katie and I are together, this is one of the reasons that we're not allowed to do this. Is that we're gonna deep dive into some gossip. The thing that I saw was that somebody from one of their teams, likely his, leaked a agreement about their relationship, and like NDA style, they're not really breaking or they're not really together. Here is when the breakup date is planned. These are the terms that we are comfortable using. And then everyone was like, it's not real. It's not real. If it was real, I'm gonna say something controversial.
Okay.
I think that's okay.
I think it's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, people have been in weirder situations. It's fine.
Yeah, so what? They seem to be having a nice time. Even if it was like an agreement, like, okay, well, they're having a nice time. They get to go look cute together in public. They do look incredible in photos. I
my God,
appreciate
they really do.
That's a much better situation for her than the Maddie Healy thing.
Yeah, or that other
And that was no contract at all. She didn't really want us talking about that.
No. Just make that disappear, I think, as fast as possible.
Which, if this was like a relationship in this style, maybe that's part of it. Is that she was kind of in love with a known racist. And then she dates like a all-American that everybody likes.
Yes. So that happened, but then also at the US Open, they were sitting with Patrick Mahomes, QB for the Chiefs, and his wife, Brittany Mahomes. She recently made TikTok headlines because she liked like a Trump post that was like policy. And then like kind of doubled down and was like, grow up. People can think what they want to think. And made like a post about it. And Patrick Mahomes has not said a word. And Taylor was like seen hugging her at the US Open. So on one hand, we've both got problematic friends, some that are the same people.
Certainly.
And it would suck to not be able to just go out and get like a drink with them or whatever. But our problematic friends aren't problematic because they support Trump. But anyway, she can't even just like hang with her girl Kelsey's best friend and his wife without it being like a national incident. Because now since she hugged Brittany Mahomes, everyone on the internet is like, she just signed off on her behavior. I'm disgusted by that behavior.
Well, the more nuanced thing here for me is that it's not that you're condoning their behavior. It's that you are looking at someone and trying to give them the opportunity to be their best.
Right.
And that doesn't happen if we cancel everyone out of our lives and because we don't believe in what they believe in. But for for a large swath of my Republican family, I would say,
Mhm.
or friends, I had to have conversations with them about why actually it wasn't about politics for me. It was literally about identity,
Right.
and that is about safety.
Mhm.
And I was able to have those conversations with them because I didn't cut them out. So I guess that's giving Taylor the benefit of the doubt in that.
100% it is. It totally is.
And I don't think that she cares.
I don't think because when you are at that level, none of those decisions matter to you.
No.
None of them matter.
Also, haven't you ever been to a cocktail party, like you're standing there with your partner and you
Mhm.
hug some person and then they walk away and you're like, and that's that fucking bitch. Remember I told you about that fucking bitch.
Yeah, I would say us at every party.
Of course it is. Because what is she supposed to do? She's supposed to like see her fucking boyfriend's, quarterback's wife and be like,
Yeah,
hey, I saw you liked that post.
I can't.
I absolutely cannot.
I cannot be near you.
I need another U.S. tennis Grey Goose douche.
I need my Honey Deuce. Sponsored by Grey Goose. Go to greygoose.com/honeydouche /jocular.
Not a sponsorship deal.
Yet.
Katie, that's what's going on in the group chat. Should we take it to a break?
Take it to
Harry?
a break.
Do you want to take us to the break?
Let's do it. We'll be right back.
And we're back. So we thought for this little moment in the show, we would discuss some of our favorite stories in summer sports that maybe we didn't get to cover in the main podcast.
Are you eating a candy in there?
Yeah, what the hell was that noise?
You little pervert.
Jesus.
Oh my God. You guys, he just turned his mic on and let us listen to him eat a candy.
That's
What?
so weird. I don't even know what that's called.
You can't do stuff like that.
I didn't know that it would just be the two of you when I gave you both alcohol at the beginning of the show, but it's an interesting experiment.
Harry. Loosen up.
Hey, I'm having
Here's the
fun.
thing, as a duo, we have been told by directors, "Ugh, that's too dark and not funny."
Which is so fucked.
It's fucked up because it's funny to us. So when you're doing this, just know that like you are like tearing some old wounds open,
Sure.
ripping them open. Okay,
All right.
okay.
I'll take that note.
Because this is my
You're tearing
friend.
some wounds.
This is my friend.
Okay.
And Katie, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, do it.
Now that Harry's gone, I think I misunderstood the assignment. So what I picked,
Oh, no.
what I picked were my two favorite like sports things that we've covered this year, as kind of like a recap of.
Maybe that's what we were supposed to do.
No, that's not what we were supposed to do. But
How can you talk with your mouth full? Turn that mic off.
you got half a fucking melon in your mouth right now. But that's fine. I'm curious what your favorite ones were.
Okay.
And Katie, you can present some new ones.
Thank you.
Yeah, Katie, do you want to start? Because you did the right thing.
Thank you. So I want to talk a little bit about a gymnast, and it was a big story at the Olympics, but we never really got into it. She is a dual citizen, French and Algeria. She ended up competing for Algeria and winning the gold for them, which was the first gold in women's gymnastics for the country of Algeria. The reason why is because France is fucking stupid.
Okay, go off.
So there were she's like the best gymnast in the country. She's fucking phenomenal. There are many training facilities in the country of France, and she went to the one that was close to her. That's where her coaches were. That's where everyone that she knew was. That's where she went. When they got close to the Olympics, they said, actually, if you're going to be on the women's Olympic team, you have to train at either this one or this one. This one's close to Paris. This one is close to like more rural suburban area. And Kalia said, no, I'm going to continue at my home gym. The way it kind of works in the US, you bring your coaches with you. And she'd also suffered from an injury. and the U.S. or the French um government and their like gymnastics federation, the French said you need a slow recovery. You need a very, very slow recovery. And her coach were like, well, no, I think we can do this. We can get her ready for the Olympics. And then the French Gymnastics Federation called and like reported her coach and club and her gym and said that they were inappropriate, that they weren't coaching correctly, that they were doing all of these horrible things, da da da. So got the gym basically closed to force Kalia to practice and train in another gym with other coaches while
But
everything was
why? Were
sorted.
they on like the French payroll or something? Is that what it was?
I think they were upset that she just wouldn't bend the knee,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted so much control, and she was also their shot at gold. So instead of them being like, whatever you need, Kalia, like we will do that, they decided to take the opposite dumb approach. And her father's family is Algerian, and she realized that she would be able to compete for Algeria. And thankfully, the Algerian government was like, oh my God, yes, of course, we would love that. So she was able to stay in France, train at her club, train with her coaches, with the full backing of the Algerian Federation.
Uh-huh.
So then she's there at the Olympics. All of France are all the people that she's ever competed with. Like, she knows all of those girls. She knows the coaches. She knows that they put her in a situation that really, due to how small the program is in Algeria, like knocked her out of having any hope at a team medal. Like, the only thing she would ever be able to do would be individually medal, which is fine, but she was really on an island. And turns out that island was so supportive and amazing. And she got gold. And she now represents both Algeria and Africa, becoming the first Olympic gold medalist for both.
Got you, bitch.
I mean, truly. Truly. And her coaches credit the Algerian Federation for all of the support, for getting her there. And she's fine. Like, she had fine recovery from her injuries. So France just fucked the fuck up.
These governments are mysteries to me in the way that they like always are sacrificing their actual wins for integrity or their integrity for wins rather, and then sometimes the absolute reverse, which brings me to one of mine, which is the fact that the Chinese swimming doping scandal.
Oh, let's discuss.
So I listened to a podcast episode about this that was basically the rundown is the Chinese swim team got drug tested, and they had previously beaten the Americans by like these half of a second. Like, they had just been winning all these like world competitions. And the Americans were kind of like eyes wide open about it because the Americans are the best swimmers. And the Chinese start to win and they get tested. And sure enough, a bunch of them come back positive drug tests. And they're like, well, shit, that's too many of them. Like, it was like not 2 or 3. It was like the majority of the team. And so they're like, well, test them again. They test them again. All positive. And the swim team is like, it must have been something in the food at the hotel. Huh. Must have been something in the food at the hotel, yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. And basically we have my understanding is we have this bad system where countries are supposed to kind of police themselves.
They are, yes.
And so the Chinese government was like, oh my gosh, yeah, well, that solves it. There's something in the food. So let's move on. And 2 of our like biggest Olympic swimmers ended up like testifying in court to be like, this is bullshit, because their testing policies are very, very invasive. So all of your favorite swimmers, people are watching them pee, and like I mean, like, in a way that I was not aware you were even allowed to do if you were not
Stop
like
it.
in prison. Like, they are watching. They are watching you.
Now, I knew they watched, but how many people are we talking?
I'm not sure about the amount of people, but it is like these people are seeing their privates. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that there's no slip of hand. And so these American swimmers come out, including Michael Phelps, they like come out and they're like, this is bullshit. Like, the reason that we basically get kind of sexually traumatized on a daily
Mm,
basis is because we believe in the integrity of the sport.
Yeah. Ugh.
And the Chinese government is not holding up. So we need a completely different like body,
Mhm.
governing body that's going to take care of this. That's going to be separate from all the nations, needs to be checking in.
And thanks to the other Olympians, we know that the IOC and from Rose Eveleth's podcast, one of my favorite moments was being able to listen to their pod, that the International Olympic Committee is corrupt as hell
And fascist.
and fascist
And fascist!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay. Another thing we would like to discuss, I would say Olympic power couple.
Yes.
Yes. And that would be Tara Woodhill and her husband. Well, her name is Tara Davis Woodhill. His name is Hunter Woodhill. His ass was born in 1999.
But don't say that, Katie.
No. When my sister graduated high school. Perv.
To be young like that
Perverted.
is so perverted. Get a job.
So Tara, like, we saw her husband Hunter supporting her beautifully when she was competing in the long jump. I'm sorry, but the Honey Deuce,
Bro, the Honey Deuce is making my mouth water while I'm drinking it. It's crazy.
it's the best.
Harry, did you drug us?
You got doped.
Oh man.
Doping
It's gonna be
scandal.
a-
Let's rename this doping scandal.
Yeah, that's the name of this episode, Doping Scandal.
Okay,
And everyone's gonna think they're gonna get one thing, but they're gonna get another.
I might do that.
So while Tara was competing, we saw her husband cheering her on like a crazy. And then you were like, oh my God, who is this handsome man she's married to? You look him up, and he is a Paralympian. And he won the gold at the Paralympics. So they, as a couple, there's pictures of them holding up both of their gold medals from the Olympics and the Paralympics. And I don't know if there's anything hotter.
It makes me think that we should rethink the law that we're trying to get passed that straight people can't have sex.
I was about to say that.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Or that they don't even exist.
right. Well, I don't know that I do believe they exist. But
Yeah, that's true.
I'm straight.
Harry, my God.
Sorry.
Harry, you made melon soup for us to drink today and put Grey Goose in it. That's so fucking gay.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
That's delicious.
You talked to us about how you had to go out and get like a cookie dough scooper.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have a melon baller.
You
It's
said
true.
that you're more fun around people you like.
And you're still sucking on that mint, gay.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Uh,
We can do that part, Harry.
Yeah, don't worry, man. Don't worry, man.
Katie, let's bring us back in. All right, let's get back to the show.
Anyway, we do think, straight people shouldn't be allowed to have sex and that no one's actually straight. But these two
We want them to have sex.
and have a baby.
Yes.
That baby is going to be gorgeous.
Yes.
And I have to imagine a track and field star.
If not, I would be. I do think children should be forced to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about what they want.
Mm-hmm.
If you are coming from this beautiful bloodline, I'm gonna absolutely need you to win the United States of America gold
Yeah. And then become president.
and then become president.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to beg. My last favorite thing that we got to see this year, or this summer rather, was I loved watching the gold match, or the match for gold from Italy and the United States,
Mm-hmm.
women's volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
indoor, because one, the United States got silver, which our friend Tim Baltz was saying to me the other day, in any other nation, that would be an honor. And for some reason, whenever Americans win silver, we're like, fuck,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
absolutely destroyed, which is like, in some ways it's admirable, and in other ways I am like, yeah, these
I feel like
athletes
we're
should
coming-
get to feel proud.
Yeah, I feel like we're coming down on that a little bit, especially when we saw rugby sevens get bronze for the
Yes.
U.S. It was such a moment of pride.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe because the bronze matches, like either you get bronze or no one knows your name.
Yeah.
So it feels like it has different stakes. But especially these sports that we either dominated in a long time and
Mhm.
people caught up and now we're like, fuck. Or sports that we've never really had our our grip in, like rugby.
Yeah.
So when we're medal, it's like, yeah, that's as good as gold.
If I was going to lose a gold medal, aka win a silver, I would want to win it, or I would want to win that silver in the same way that the United States got to, which was Italy won,
Mm-hmm.
making it the first gold medal for Italy ever. So their women's team was the first gold medal for them ever of all
Oh
time.
my God.
Which I just guess I didn't think I would have thought that like
Was
Italy
that
would have
just
had
for
one.
summer?
Maybe maybe they have one for like
They're
skiing or
hosting the
something.
Winter Olympics, and I'm kind of like, you shouldn't be able to host if you can't be gold.
We should call somebody.
We'll call Tian later. That's one thing she's gonna know right off the top of her head is how many medals
Yeah.
that
Well,
Italy
she's
has.
scratching at the door right now. We could let her in.
I don't know. Harry said she doesn't have a drink, and I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, we're not giving her any of this Grey Goose douche.
I loved watching climbing this summer. We didn't
That
talk about
fucking
it.
documentary changed my understanding about climbing.
Yes, and we're still looking to climb.
I'm getting a melon freeze. Harry!
The drink is shockingly strong.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd.
You didn't think we'd drink it? Fuck
Have
off.
you met us?
I know it's
I
nice.
had
that
to
you-
slow down.
Yeah, I'm glad
Jesus
you like it.
Christ, Harry.
There's a little more in the fridge.
Uh-oh. Guess we're doing 2 episodes tonight.
Harry, I have a pitch.
What's up?
I want to read some fun fan mail with Katie. I think that should be where we are heavy in this episode.
Okay, I mean that's a segment C thing. Are you saying you're done with segment B?
Well, do we
I'm
want to do a game?
Tired of segment B.
This is unhinged.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Do you
Wait,
have? You're kind of in the middle of a thought. Like you're talking about climbing.
I'm done with it now.
Okay.
Harry.
Katie, do you have
fucking-
any?
You doped us.
I'm doped.
Okay.
The Grey Goose douches have an effect, Harry.
You made him strong, Harry, and you thought you were going to give.
I made him the per the official.
You think rich motherfuckers who watch this open one a week drink? No.
Harry, Katie and I weigh 35 pounds together.
Yeah, and you do have. I guess you both have an extra half pour because you have Tian's.
And you know what I
portion.
had for my early dinner?
Huh.
Uncrustable. And I only ate that because I knew I'd be drinking. I was like, I guess I better eat this Uncrustable.
Early dinner,
and you know,
folks.
I guess I
Four.
did make a batch of 4, and not 3, and then divide. So yeah, I guess you are basically having 2.
I'm almost done.
Okay, I'll go get you more before segment C.
No! I can't.
No, he's right. Go get the rest. I don't want it to go to waste, Harry. Come on.
And we're going to take a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
We're about to get jugular. Get jugular.
We're
back.
Welcome.
Well, come already.
All right.
All right.
Okay, here we are. Since we've had a little bit of our juice,
Mm-hmm.
we need to kind of slow down.
We got a little douche.
We got a little douched. And it's time to read some listener mail.
We got to make a theme song for listener mail. ER. Why haven't you done that yet?
Oh, shit.
Thank you. I would love to. I will do that today.
Yay!
I'll do it right after this. You're gonna get some horny shit.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Hey y'all. Just wanted to write in and say thank you. No, I do. Can I read this Can I read this really horny? Is that okay?
Have you read it first so you know it's appropriate to read horny?
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Fan mail 1. Hey y'all. Just wanted to write in and thank you for Is Rugby Longer Than One Brown-Eyed Girl? As much as your podcast already feels like I'm joking around with my friends on the couch, this episode easily cleared all others. After a long, tough week at work, it was just what I needed, and I wanted to acknowledge it. Tien, I also definitely measured time by comparing it to the length of songs, albums, episodes of TV. Don't let ER and Katie clown on you too much about it. It makes sense. You may have been categorically wrong about the length of Brown-Eyed Girl, but hey, we've all been there. And hey, sprinkled throughout the chaos, I did actually learn more about rugby too, which I appreciated. Shout out to the hookers, Alan Ruck and number 8. I hope whatever topic you cover next goes a bit more smoothly for you, but if it doesn't, I also hope it winds up as entertaining as this episode. Thanks for all the hard work, guys. See you around. Melissa Sheedy.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. That was my British.
Yeah, that was your British, and it's honestly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working with a dialect coach because actually the industry is so fucking weird right now. You just got to be a multi-purpose tool.
you gotta be able to be that kind of tool that can just swing in there whenever you're
Yes.
needed.
Would you like to hit the next one?
Okay, do we want to discuss that at all?
I don't think
that one
there's-
wasn't really a question.
Yeah,
because it
there's
was
nothing
just-
to say.
I don't often share the nice notes we get from fans, so I thought that we'd.
That's really lovely. I didn't even know we got nice notes.
Every once in a while, we get a nice note.
You send us a lot of the hate mail.
Yeah, those are funny.
Okay.
No,
What
he's
accent
right.
should I do? Hey, Tito. Hey, Tien, Katie, and ER, and Harry. My name is Logan, they, them, and I'm a big fan of the pod. You usually say how you want to hear from us, so I decided, why not write to you? I'm actually writing for advice. How do I tell when someone likes me? I'm a 19-year-old lesbian, but I've never dated before. Wow, accent's really going on.
No,
all
keep
over there.
going.
Yep. And I can never seem to tell when someone likes me. Most recently, I fell for one of my closest friends. I liked her, but then I never thought anything could happen until we started becoming really close. We would lie in bed together watching shows. We had dinner, just the two of us, on Valentine's Day. We ditched our friends at a party to eat ice cream in bed. She would nap on my shoulder or sit on my lap when we hung out. She hugged me goodbye and held my hand. She tucked my hair behind my ear and said, haircut looked cute. She's bi and knows I'm a lesbian. So of course I thought that she liked me. One day, I finally told her I liked her, but apparently it was platonic. If all those things don't mean that someone likes you, how are you ever supposed to know? Any advice on figuring out if someone likes me? Love y'all, Logan.
Your southern accent is incredible.
Thank you. I grew up there, so I think that's why.
Logan, this is fucking devastating, my man. I've been here.
She was absolutely into you, and she's scared of it.
Yes, 100%, dude. You cannot internalize this at all. This is one of those rare situations where like she's finding comfort in the fact that you aren't naming it because
Yeah.
she's basically getting to have all the benefits of it without having to make any of the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mhm.
might, if the genders were expanded here, we might be calling this person a fuckboy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting a lot of the intimacy without any of the commitment. You know, once you want to articulate what's happening, they're like, whoa, ha ha ha. No, 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 no.
Oh, I've been there.
But all of those things, if Tien or Katie sat on my lap, if we had dinner on Valentine's Day, if we ditched our friends at a party to eat ice cream in bed, if they napped on my shoulders or sat on my lap, if they tucked my hair behind my ear and said no.
No,
Logan.
we've done some, but not all.
No, of course we've done a lot of that stuff. But
our relationship is different. And one day you'll learn about those relationships. No, this person fucked you up for no good reason. You absolutely can tell. And I think it's important when you're in those situations to name it and be like, hey, I'm feeling this way, because it's only going to like get more intense.
So you did name it, and that's what I'm
Yeah, congratulations is what I'm saying for you naming it. You did what
I'm proud of you for bringing that up.
Yeah, she can't do.
Now, listen, I wish I would have understood this when I was your age. And Katie, I'm sure you will agree. We've given each other the same advice.
Mm-hmm.
This person, you need to take space.
Yes.
Because you want something from this relationship that they do not. Or they are pretending not to. And if you stay there and make yourself available for them, they will take whatever they can get, and you'll be in the same arrangement you're in right now, which will not be fulfilling for you, will only make you feel worse over time. And they will be getting everything they want, which is basically a full relationship with just total ambiguity. And the ambiguity is what's making you sick. So you need to distance yourself from that until you don't feel this way about her. And then you can come back and be a good friend.
Yep.
And likely for me, like the thing that always happened for me is when I would step away from those situations and be like, okay, thank you for telling me. I have feelings for you. You don't have feelings for me.
Mm-hmm.
You think we're friends. Thank you for that. I'm going to step away and take space and take care of my own shit. That's usually when the people that are taking from you in that way are like, wait.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then you really can go take space and work on yourself. But otherwise, it is you are going to be able to figure out whatever truth is actually there.
They're just handing you stuff to hold for them, holding the space for a relationship. I'm sure holding all of their like fears and worries and all of those conversations. And that is you're not their partner. You don't need to hold that. Let it go and take time for yourself. Logan. Next email?
Now that was one I didn't initially put in the show because it's not technically sports. So is there a way you could like make a little sporty at the end? Just like maybe add a little bit of sports because it's a sports podcast.
Hey, ho ho, Logan, that girl's got to go. Hey, take space. Don't let her spit in your face.
Thank you very much. That was great.
You're welcome, Harry. Thank you for the drinks.
No problem.
Biggest mistake you've ever made.
It's up there.
All right. Oh, okay. Hi, Tien, Katie, ER, and Harry.
Are you a DJ?
Yeah. Okay. I hope this email finds you well. I'm a huge fan of Jocular and, of course, Fight Master. I caught the show in Toronto, and let's just say I will never recover. On a recent episode of Jocular, you mentioned growing up bougie boarding, boogie boarding in Florida, but becoming more vigilant in the water as you get older due to a fear of sharks. That really hit home for me. Ha ha. You joked that if your elderly mom can do it, so can you. And funnily enough, that same philosophy got me over my fear. My mom introduced me to diving despite my intense fear of sharks, and it ended up helping me connect with the ocean in ways I never imagined. Jesus Christ. I've since started training to become a scuba instructor, and I highly recommend anyone try diving at least once. It'll change your life. Jocular has quickly become one of my favorite podcasts, sending all my love and appreciation your way. I also want to shout out my friend Allison, who I met at the Toronto concert. We bonded over our shared love of Fight Master and sharks, so I know they're listening, and they would 100% approve of this message. Best, Steph, at Dive into Wonderland. So a theme.
Hold on, I just want to say.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, okay. I just want to say that we love our fans and we do respect you.
Yes,
and it may seem like sometimes we don't, but we do. Like we are so. Before we started recording, ER and I discussed how much we love our fans and how much we're seeing our pod grow.
So when you do hoity-toity accent and I do radio DJ. One of those is offensive and one of those isn't?
Yeah, I do want to just make sure that we all understand what accent that was.
Radio DJ.
Radio DJ, that's what we're going with.
We're going with radio.
Okay, yes. Great.
What else would it be?
I don't know.
And
But it
that's
kinda-
what the worry.
Yeah, that's why we just got to say that it's radio. Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
I don't really know what else that could have been. It certainly was a mix of a lot of bad, stupid ones.
Okay, I don't know shit about diving, and we should do a deep dive into diving.
First of all, thank you for coming to the show. And thank you, Allison. I think I know which Allie you're talking about. And so that's fun. I always liked it that you
Wow.
guys would come to the shows and make the world so much smaller. And my favorite people that would come to the Fight Master shows were people that would come by themselves and then make a bunch of friends along the way. And then in the meet and greet line, you'd all be standing together, and I loved that shit. And for you, I'll get back in the water.
Wow, this is huge.
Yeah.
You know, when I would go to a Neutral Milk Hotel concert by myself in negative 20-degree weather, I didn't make any friends. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It was mainly weird men and then me. Okay. My favorite demo. Okay, Harry, what do you want from this one?
No. Harry,
What do
you
you mean?
can't say. It has to come straight from your soul.
No, accent-wise.
No, I know that
Oh,
radio
yeah,
DJ
no.
came from my soul, and I got a lot of shit from it, and so you cannot just be aided by him.
You got we liked that.
We
You didn't-
liked
You
it.
guys didn't like
No,
it.
we
You guys have
loved
We
never
thought it was
listened to the
good.
radio.
No, I work in radio.
In what
Do you?
capacity?
I mean, it's
Harry?
all the same industry, kind of.
No.
You know, I think
Tell
sometimes
that to Terry Gross. Tell that to Latch Me
Tell-
Sing.
Tell that to Terry Gross.
Tell that to Steve Inskeep. Okay?
What?
Tell that to
I'm-
Michael Barbara. See you tomorrow.
I mean, that's a podcast.
That is a podcast.
I guess that's right. Sorry, never mind.
See, they're hard to keep straight.
I was naming NPR.
Well, we're not
hosts.
trying to keep this straight.
We're trying to keep it a little gay.
Okay, next email.
Okay.
God, these douches are going straight to my brain.
Hello, Katie, Tien, ER, and Harry. I came to you on this day, the day that Alex Morgan has officially retired, with a very serious matter, a very serious, incredibly important bone to pick with most all of women's major sports associations in the U.S., staring at the pictures of her on the field, her cleats in hand, tears in eyes, iconic pink headband on her head. I couldn't tell what fucking team she played on. With all that corporate branding on her jersey, in men's sports, players have the team name and the logo printed widely on their chest, or maybe two tiny-ass logos for some major season sponsors printed on the sleeve,
Take
and
a
that's
deep breath.
it.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
you are fading
Yeah.
hard.
I don't know if I breathe. You can't even buy fan jerseys of women's players without corporate branding on them. The second I want to buy a Caitlin Clark or Ross Lavelle jersey, suddenly I must rep AT&T and CarMax straight across my chest. It's completely asinine, and I'd wish it'd change. Do you think it ever will? Has it always been this way? Let me know. Love all, Melissa, she, they.
Melissa, whoopsie daisies.
Oh,
We love.
whoopsie-daisy.
I'll do what you guys did at the end of that. We love all our fans, and so I know that sometimes they might seem disrespectful when we pretend to be a radio DJ or when we do whatever the hell that was, but actually we were talking before the show. Enough.
I was going to ask for you to name that accent as well.
Dutch.
Dutch.
Dutch. I was thinking Canadian.
No.
What?
Listen, I don't know. I'm not that very well world traveled.
I thought you worked in radio.
Because radio goes everywhere.
And do you want to so in case anyone was maybe distracted by the way the question was read, would you
So
like to sum it up?
Melissa has a gripe that I've had for a very long time, and I think most people have, is that for whatever fucking reason, in women's professional sports, you see it a lot in the NWSL and in the WNBA, their jerseys will just say like Cedar Sinai.
Dude, that was exactly the one I was thinking. There's like different hospitals will like sponsor that because
Yes.
it's good people. want to sponsor the women's sports space, you can't like a lot of these brands don't want to do it that are like having good luck with the men's sports. So
Mhm.
we're getting actual good people to do it, but it does make it so that instead of seeing like, Tampa Pride, whatever team, instead of getting their name across your jersey, you get like Cancer Research Fund. And you're like, well, fuck.
1,000%.
Like, that's awesome, and thank you for doing that. And I'm glad my ticket sales are going to Cancer Research Fund. But I don't want to wear that.
Yes. I feel like there's gotta be. I think to answer Melissa's question, from what I remember, it's always been that way.
Yeah, and men's sports aren't that way because there's so many beautiful men's jerseys that it's just very hard to see. Like they are their brands are so classic and so long lasting that they don't want to fuck with that. So they'll put the actual corporate brand that's working with them very small across their chest, as if that's like in the corner.
In the corner, yeah, it's always in the top of like their shoulder.
But the PWHL did a cool thing where they moved the names of the players down to the bottom of the jerseys so that their ponytails wouldn't cover up their names. And so I do think that like the more women play and make money and grow their audience, I do think that will become less and less the case. I think we're already seeing like minor shifts with like even the ponytail thing.
The ponytail thing is remarkable. That's so smart.
But also, if anybody playing just wants to borrow my clothes.
What? Why?
Just if they don't want to wear that stuff, they can wear mine.
If they don't want to wear their uniform for their job?
Mm-hmm. They can wear whatever I have.
Some slacks and a nice top? What else you got? You got a good coat jacket collection. I do know that.
Oh my God, I really
their
do.
coats and jackets
It's unbelievable.
will send you to the moon.
Which, speaking of,
Yes.
have you been able? You dropped your keys while you were out there in space.
Yeah.
Were you able to get them?
No.
No.
But our friend Jeff had a spare, so he brought it by last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now just some Prius keys floating around in space.
Yeah, they'll come down at some point.
That's the problem with the keys that you don't have to plug in.
Yeah.
You just turn a little button on. Well, great. Now I'm losing them.
And it's going to be buried in the bottom of my bag. What if I switch bags?
Ridiculous.
It's my prerogative. I can at any moment.
It's my
Prerogative. Okay, I think Harry's mad.
I'm not mad. I think this is a fun episode.
Are you trying to convince yourself by saying it?
No.
Is there something? Just say what you want to
Yeah,
say.
just say whatever is on your
Wait,
mind.
What'd you just say?
Just say what you want to. Just say what you want to say and let the words fall out. I just see. I want to say you, baby. That was pitch perfect.
Very
It
good.
was. I mean, it was like the whole time.
It really was.
I think we've reached the end of the episode.
What?
In what way?
Ow.
There's nothing else to talk about, really. We read all the mail.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have one thing I noticed in the notes for today. There is a member of our team we never talk about. And that's Charlie.
Aww. Charlie rules.
Yeah. He's the absolute best. He is our social media guy. I mean, we all talk and collaborate on stuff, of course, but
Group smash.
it is a group smash. But he's the fucking best. And you know what he is? He's on my queer cornhole team. And I have a game tonight.
I can't believe there's straight cornhole.
Yeah, I was like, do we really need to say which one it is?
It's called cornhole.
Oh, that always makes my mom laugh. She's always like, cornhole? I mean.
Bags. Heterosexual.
Yes.
Cornhole. Queer.
Yeah.
I'm tired of saying this.
You say it every day. You say it every fucking day. But no, Charlie's the best. He
Yes.
is awesome.
All those TikToks, Instagram reels you see, that is Charlie, and he does a wonderful job.
He does an amazing job. And he will send stuff to us for preview. And it's like, we don't really ever really need to preview it because they're always fucking bangers.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best. All right.
I wish she was here right now.
Okay, thank you so much. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at JocularPod. And please send us emails because we love them.
More emails.
JocularPod@gmail.com.
We love hearing from you.
Yes, we do.
Oh, and you know what? Go ahead and rate us 5 stars. It
We
doesn't
would love
actually.
it.
It doesn't go lower than that, so don't even bother trying.
Well, thanks everyone for listening.
Harry,
Oh my God,
Harry,
Harry.
that is not your job.
Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yeah, that we'll do that. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Play that outro song, Harold.
Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, sports. Goodbye, podcast. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, sports. Goodbye, jocular. Come on. Jocular.
That's right.
I think we got it.
Jocular is hosted by ER Fightmaster Tien Tran and Katie Kershaw. Jocular is a production of Hyperobject Industries with Metal Media and was produced by Harry Nelson. Original music and theme are by Nick Gage and ER Fightmaster. Our executive producers are Claire Slaughter, Harry Nelson, Dan Libetard, and Adam McKay.